Being a captain is hard work. Telling people to swap the poop deck, throwing them in the brig, the real tough stuff like turning people into cereal or putting your leg up on stuff. That being said, anyone can be a captain. There are like a million free boats on Craigslist. But being a great captain is like being an owl with the heart of a lion and the body of Brock Lesnar. In other words, terrifying. I'm Dunners from the Best Flarking Network, and this is List Bait. Number 10, Captain Saveaho, from the E40 song. The titular hero from E40's 1993 track of the same name is a very specific superhero slash captain, patrolling the hood looking for hoes that need saving that only he can provide. He is a complex character questioning his choices in the hook. In the end, he succumbs to his Saveaho-ish nature and does the hoe's nails, feeds her kids, buys her clothes, a pager, and a cell phone from his various hookups.
I wanna be saved.
Number 9, Captain Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean.
This is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow.
Love him or hate him, Jack Sparrow is an iconic captain, sailing into the hearts of millions in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise and splitting Johnny Depp into 2 different acting styles, the Burton kind and the Jack Sparrow kind. And while Jack isn't a particularly good captain in the sailing, pirate, or any kind of sense of the word captain, really, when we meet him, he's already lost his boat to a mutiny. Not particularly great captain stuff, but in the end, he comes up big, making sure Legolas becomes the new Davy Jones, and making sure all your dorky friends who drink say, "But why is the rum gone?" whenever you empty a bottle. Jack, you truly are a black pearl of a captain. Number 8, Captain Morgan, from the rum. Named after the 17th century privateer, Captain Morgan is known mostly for his rum.
Why is the rum gone?
Seeing as he is a dude who lives on a label, let's cover his accomplishments. Your buddy Schmitty does the leg up thing every time he gets drunk. Thank you, Captain Morgan. The second largest selling alcoholic spirit in the US. It's probably got something to do with the pirate on the label, or otherwise wouldn't you just drink any of the other same rums that taste like the exact same shit? So here's to you, Captain Morgan. We give you a 1 leg up salute. Number 7, Captain Nemo, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The change in the changing, move amidst mobility. These are the tenets of the captain of the Nautilus. Nemo is an anti-hero in a time when there were few to none. A scientific genius, he designed the Nautilus in secret, having parts of the advanced submarine built all over the world and having them shipped to him to finalize the assembly. His ship, the Nautilus, is a massive vessel, housing a full crew as well as a grand salon, which is said to dwarf the Louvre by comparison. There is never an amount stated in the books, but Nemo is assumed to be very wealthy, having remarked that he could pay off France's national debt and not even miss the money. Nemo is an accomplished sailor navigating the Nautilus through the most treacherous submarine passages safely. Hot-tempered, driven, intelligent. Not even a giant squid could stand in his way. Number 6, Captain Kangaroo, from the children's show. For 30 years, Bob Keeshan was Captain Kangaroo on CBS. Depending on how old you are, either your grandparents, parents, or you grew up with the captain on TV. Residing in the treasure room, the captain would interact with all sorts of fantastical puppets, show cartoons, and talk to guests. Sure, he isn't a captain in the strictest sense, but when you've helped so many people learn and grow, you get a free pass. Oh yeah, the kangaroo part. Came from the huge pockets in his jacket that he would wear on the show. Number 5, Captain Hook, Peter Pan, and the really good movie Hook. James T. Hook, the scourge of Neverland, the man who hates Peter Pan, the man with the hooked hand may be more a joke in the Disney cartoon, but in the play Peter Pan and the novel Wendy, Hook is referred to as ruthless, callous, and incredibly handsome. But the combination of those 3 traits make him relatively disgusting, but not entirely unheroic in nature. But seeing as almost all of us know him from the Disney version or the amazing version from the movie Hook, played by Dustin Hoffman, we'll go from there. Hook hates 2 things, the great crocodile and Peter Pan, and is consumed by vengeance for both of them, akin to another captain who is obsessed with a whale. While an excellent pirate and sailor, I mean, come on, he sailed to Neverland from the real world, as an adult no less. He is less than stellar at getting that damn croc or murdering Peter, being bested by the boy who wouldn't grow up on multiple occasions. Number 4, Captain Planet. With your powers combined, I am Captain Planet! When the 5 Planeteers bring their rings together and state their awesome powers, except Mati, they summon the agent of Whoopi Goldberg, Gaia, to help them battle some serial polluters. But a question though, the villains of the series are all corporate types. It just seems bad for business to pour crude oil into the Nile or burn down a rainforest when you make your money on crude oil or from lumber. But I digress. The captain has control over all the elements, can fly, but most importantly, has the dopest green mullet anyone has ever seen anywhere. Take that, hockey. If you litter or cover him with some goo, he seems to lose all his powers until he is hosed off. Like a tarp or a pair of muddy boots, here's to you, Captain Muddy Boot Tarps. The power is yours.
The power is yours!
Number 3, Cap'n Crunch, the immortal cereal god. Horatio Magellan Crunch, the captain of the Guppy, born on the Crunch Islands in the Sea of Milk, is a man who stopped aging roughly in the 18th century according to his attire. Aside from immortality, he has the ability to sail the Guppy on dry land, disintegrate people, and make them cartoons. He is obsessed with crunchitizing people, which means bringing them various flavors of his cereals. God help us if he ever decides to use his powers for evil. Number 2, Captain Picard, USS Enterprise. Alright, before we get going on this, feel free to let us know which Starfleet captain you thought should be on the list. It won't change anything because, obvi, Picard is the best, but we value your thoughts. Okay, love you. Now back to the list. Where do you start with the badassness that is Captain Picard? The silk shirts? The instruments? The telling a kid to shut up?
But shut up, Wesley.
Let's just jump in. He is the captain of the best ship in Starfleet, constantly sought out for his leadership, awesome accent, and robotic heart. That's right, this motherfucker was stabbed in the heart and lived. He was assimilated by the Borg and came back. He murdered a Borg with a holographic Tommy gun and told an omnipresent, omnipotent being to suck it like 10 times. How many times have you told God to get stuffed? Probably 0 times. We bow to your greatness, Picard. Shaka when the walls fell. Make it so. Number 1, Captain America. The Avengers. The US military. Marvel Comics. The best. Who else did you think would be here? Steven Rogers was a scrawny little guy trying to get involved in the World War II effort, constantly shut down and told to go collect scrap metal like a good tiny man. He perseveres and eventually is enrolled in a program to make super soldiers. Spoiler alert, it works, and he becomes Captain America. Like a silly boy, Steve got himself frozen until modern times, and now lives among the good people of the future, or present, or, whatever. Captain America is a master tactician, besting pretty much all heroes in the Marvel Universe, and that one DC hero whose parents got murdered and pearls flew everywhere. Universally respected by heroes and villains alike, Captain America is a paragon of virtue and provides the moral compass for the Avengers, which he has led since their inception in the 60s. He wields a vibranium adamantium hybrid shield in the comics, and a 100% vibranium shield in the movies, because Fox owns the X-Men. That being said, there is no better leader in the world than Captain America, thus making him the greatest captain of all time. So let's hear it for Captain America.
Let's hear it for Captain America!
Do you agree with our list? What did we get wrong? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter here. Thanks for watching.